Him. That's why I wanted to be in it. He was already in it. And I said, yeah, I want to work with this man.
It was pretty much the same, but I was cast first before Ed was brought on board. And listen, it was a lovely, lovely script. It seemed to have a beautiful throwback to movies I kind of grew up loving to see. These sort of kind of tortured hitmen that are a bit of redemption at the end of it. Bonded friendships with other males that gets tested. And this had all that. This script had all these ingredients. And then when I heard Ed was going to be doing it, I was jumping up and down, literally jumping up and down with excitement.
I think it's you feel with Liam that he is innately such a good guy, and he has such pathos. So even when he does bad things, you do sense that it kind of comes from a good place anyway. So you still can't give up on him, you know.
Well, the guys that grew up on the west side of New York, you know, in a culture, Irish culture, which had its own way of doing business, you know. Had, especially in the late 60s, 70s, you know, the Westies were insanely powerful and really gruesome.
Dangerous guys,
you know, and not afraid of doing anything. I mean, and a lot of drugs were flying around, and just people out of their minds, you know. And we survived that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. And this is kind of action that is there's more fun to shoot because you have more of these longer sequences where, you know, we're running and jumping over fences and you know, it's not just a lot of times when you shoot action, it's like very short. It's like fragmented. It's you're chasing 4 frames, but here it was longer sequences, and so it was fun.
Sorts of guys have, you know, ancient warriors have that when your family's threatened in any way, even by your best friend, you will take the side of your family, you know. It's maybe a strange code to a lot of people, but it's honorable for them, you know. They've crossed a line with each other, and they know they have to continue that journey.
Yeah, I'm super impressed with John, man. He's a kind of director that he has a very clear vision, especially the visual vision. It's very clear, and then he creates an environment for us where we have freedom within that, and he designs his shot around what we are doing.
I just always liked him. I've loved his energy. He was a lonely kid who gravitated to film and the sucker of film from when he was a kid, you know. There's something about that I really, really trust, and he does have a vision. I've said in the notes, he makes symphonies out of these action films, and he does, you know.